Hello and welcome to this video on balance and fall prevention for seniors. I'm Lisa and we're going to get started. So I'm coming to my mat with a chair and a block. And understanding balance and fall prevention has a lot to do with understanding where your body is in space and time, whether you are just standing in a room, whether you're walking, if you're in the shower, getting out of the tub, going to the bathroom, wherever you are, getting in and out of the car, understanding where you are in time and space and what can happen in those spaces is key to developing a sense of strong balance. What we're going to do is start with the feet. So standing next to your chair, if you need a chair, you might not need one, but I've got it here in case. And we want to start with the feet, bringing them parallel, hip distance apart. The middle toe is in line with the ankles. So it looks like your feet look like an equal sign. And we're going to bring a little bit of awareness first to the feet. And what I'd like you to do is just lift and spread the toes a little bit, and maybe even lift the arches of the feet. And notice what starts to change in the legs. And then we're going to relax the feet, the toes back down, and shift over to one leg. In this case, it's my left leg. And when you shift your weight to the left leg or one leg, you're going to start to notice that these muscles here, the quads, are going to engage. And that's going to be an indicator of muscle tone and strength. And then we're going to shift to the other side. So we'll just practice this a little bit. You'll just shift from side to side. Now I'm lifting my heel. You don't even have to lift your heel of the other foot. I happen to be doing that. But again, notice what happens when you shift your weight and how these muscles engage. So just back and forth a little bit. So you start to get this feeling of, oh, when I lean on one leg or one foot, I'm shifting my balance here. And the key is really just to be aware of it. Okay, so just a couple more times. And then we will relax. But in this case, I would like you to hold onto a wall or your chair if you need it. Let's shift over. In this case, it's going to be my right foot, my right leg, and then just lifting the opposite leg up. If you feel like you can let go, go ahead and do that. And then release. Shifting over to the other leg, we'll lift the opposite leg up. If you can let go, great. If not, that's okay. You can hold on to your chair or your wall. And then release. One of the things that's really helpful in gaining balance and strength is to focus on the core and hugging into the center of the body. This is where the block comes in handy. So I'm going to take the block and put it between my thighs. And then again, notice your feet on the floor. Notice all the toes connecting to the mat and your heels, and maybe even lifting the arches a little bit. And notice what happens in the legs. The legs start to engage energetically and the muscles begin to tone and firm. And then what I'd like you to do is take a big breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze the legs towards each other. Squeeze the block. And release. And when I say release, don't release the block to the floor, but just let these muscles go a little bit. Take another big breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze the block. This time, pull your low belly in. So the navel comes in, and this is going to strengthen your core. And the stronger the core is, the better your balance is. Take another deep breath in. This time, exhale, release it a little bit. Another big breath in. As you exhale, squeeze the legs together towards the block. And then exhale and release that. So the inhaling and the exhaling is tricky. You don't always have to go with the breath, but sometimes it's really nice to deepen your breath and move with the breath. So when you hug the block with your legs, you're engaging muscular energy. You're pulling into the center of the body. Same with the belly. You're hugging inward. And all of this is providing stability. That's what we want on a regular basis. We want stability. And we also want to notice where we are in space and time, like I said. If you're in the shower, for example, and you feel a little faulty in the morning, hold on to the wall of the shower. Don't take a chance that you might, slip and fall. That has happened to me. One time I was on vacation. I was in the bathtub, taking a shower, and I fell backwards out of the tub and I pulled the shower curtain with me. It was pretty scary. I hit my head and I realized, and this was like, 10 years ago. And I realized, wow, I have a lot of good, strong balance. And that happened to me. So I'm going to remove the block for now. And then what we're going to do is a little mini tree pose. So shifting the weight to one leg, in this case, it's my right leg. I'm going to take the left heel towards the ankle. And then that's all you have to do for this. But what I want you to do is kind of push the ankle into the heel and the heel into the ankle. You'll feel these muscles activate right here when you do that. Again, pull the belly in, so strong core. And then you can, if you can, let go, bring your hands to your heart center. And we're going to do the other side. So release that, shift your weight to the other leg, and bring your heel in. Pushing the heel and the ankle towards each other is going to activate this stability within the inner legs. And then pull the belly in, and then if you can, let go. We're going to take this into a little more advanced version of tree and shift your leg to, in this case, it's my right. And then we're going to bring your foot, the whole foot into the shin. So holding on to the wall or your chair, push your shin and your foot towards each other. This is like the action of squeezing the block, right? It's pulling everything to the midline of the body. Belly is in. Your whole core is drawing inward. And this is going to give you the stability you need. And then if you can let go, bring the hands together. If not, it's fine. Just practice this energetic movement down here. I'm going to do the other side and bring the foot, the entire foot, into the inside of the shin, and pressing the foot into the shin and the shin into the foot is going to give me that stability. Then I can let go because I'm feeling strong. I'm pulling it all into the center, and then hands to the heart. So that is a mild version of tree pose. The more advanced version is up here. And, I don't know if you're ready to do that. You can certainly do that. This one tends to be tough because the feet always sort of slide down the legs, right? So you have to have the right pants on or no pants on to do that pose. Otherwise, it's going to be slippery right in there. One of the balance poses that's done a lot in yoga is Warrior 3. So this pose is where you're standing and you have one leg behind you. It comes up, you're down like this, right? So this is a great way to practice your balance just using the chair. So you can take your left foot back a little bit, right foot's going to come behind the foot. We want to keep the back nice and long and the shoulders back and the belly in, and make sure that that standing foot is straight. Noticing your toes and your heels and the arch of the foot. Press down into that mat. Notice these muscles activating. Once you notice that, you can start to lift. And there's no need to come all the way up. You can just come up a little bit, just a little. And if you can let go for a second, let go. If not, just practice this action. And then imagine you're hugging the block towards the midline of your body, between your legs. Imagine you're squeezing there. So you're going to feel that same action and release. And then do the other side for sure, taking that other foot back like this and lifting. And if you can let go, let go. Even if it's just for a second. And the last pose that I want to share with you is the number 4 pose. This is a little more advanced, so if this is not in your practice yet, it's okay, but it's something that you could look forward to, and that is taking the opposite leg onto the top, the ankle onto the top of your left leg. So it's really just above the knee, okay? This is called number 4. This is number 4 standing. This is number 4 bending the knee a little bit and leaning forward. And you can practice, this is good for the hips, it's good for the knees. We want to activate this leg here, this foot, so it's not sickling like that. We want to spread the toes, and then if you can let go, you can let go. One more side. Same actions. Activating the foot. See if you can keep the hips level, belly in. Press the ankle into the knee and the knee into the ankle. That'll give you some stability. Okay, that's our balancing practice for today. I hope that helps you. Try it every day for a week and see if you don't feel a bit more stable. All right, have a beautiful day.